PlayStation Plus game catalog editions for May 2024 revealed. Red Dead Redemption 2, Cat Quest, and more. Sony has revealed the full lineup of PlayStation Plus games catalog editions for May 2024, which includes Red Dead Redemption 2, Cat Quest, Watch Dogs, and more. Announced on the PlayStation blog, a total of 13 games are joining the library. 10 in the games catalog available to extra and premium members, and 3 in the classic games catalog only available to premium members. While perhaps a thinner line up compared to recent months, the addition of Red Dead Redemption 2 will carry May's lineup a long way. It's worth noting this is actually a return to the service for Rockstar's open world cowboy adventure, however, as it was one of the first games announced for the game's catalog 2 years prior. All games hit the service on May 21st in, well, 2 days. Red Dead Redemption 2 is Grand Theft Auto developer Rockstar Games takes on the Wild West as players take on the tale of Arthur Morgan as he tries to survive in America's unforgiving heartland. IGN deemed it a masterpiece in our review. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a game of rare quality, meticulously polished upon open world due to the Outlaw era, we said. Decade Inc. deploys you into the world of high stakes subterfuge, working for a private corporation with complete monopoly over the international espionage market. Rival spies are after the same objective as the player, however, and each one of them is equally skilled, one cunning, and well equipped. The Sims 4 City Living is an expansion of the beloved simulation game, and while the base version of Sims 4 is required to play, this is also permanently free. City Living lets players take their Sims to the city and explore everything it has to offer, from busting action right outside the front door to unique situations that come only with apartment living. Crime Boss Rocky City is a stealth action first person shooter where players look to become the leaders of a criminal underworld in 1990s Florida. IGN didn't rate it very highly, however, giving it a 4 out of 10 in our review. Crime Boss Rocky City is hokey charm that is nowhere near strong enough to offset its bugs and repetitive design, and it totally squanders its kitsch cast, we said. The latest installment in a long running strategy game series, The Settlers New Allies, lets players discover new worlds and build sprawling cities as they take control of a band of settlers who have fled cataclysmic events in their homeland to seek new lands to settle, explore, and conquer. On a somewhat similar note, albeit with a sprinkle of sci fi, Stranded Alien Dawn is a planet survival sim pacing the fate of a small, marooned group in the player's hands. Promising compelling and immersive strategic gameplay, players must make vital decisions to protect their survivors. Cat Quest and a sequel, the aptly titled Cat Quest 2, will both be available through the PlayStation Plus games catalog. Both 2D open world role playing games set in a world full of cats. Players must embark on a quest to save their catnapped sister in the first game, while the second sees them fight to save the world of cats from advancing dog armies. Classic Lego goodness arrives through the Lego Movie 2 video game, which lets players bash and build their way through the events of the film. Alien monster invaders have left Bricksburg in ruins and taken Emmett's friends, and it's now up to him and his team of heroic characters to go beyond their world and save their friends from the strange inhabitants of the Sistar system. Watch Dogs is the first open world action game set in the fan favorite franchise, kicking things off with solemn protagonist Aiden Pierce hacking with like a smartphone his way through Chicago. Watch Dogs is an excellent open world action game with some unique hacking magic that makes it a memorable experience, IGN said in our 8 out of 10 review. On the classic games front, 2 Extreme was promised to be a high flying sports game where players could snowboard in Japan, inline skate in Las Vegas, mountain bike in Africa, skateboard in Los Angeles, and more. Unfortunately, however, it couldn't stick the landing as when the PlayStation Classic was re released from PlayStation Portable, IGN gave it a rare 2 out of 10 in our review. Another PlayStation classic, and one that received a better rating from IGN, comes in G Police. This 1997 title saw Jeff Slater join a voluntary police force after an unspeakable corporate cover up caused his sister's death. As a helicopter pilot, players must fly through 35 grueling levels to take their revenge. With a fear for the dramatic and attention to detail that should impress even the toughest of critics, G Police is a rock solid example of great gameplay, we said in our 8 out of 10 review. Finally, Worms Pinball rounds out May 2024 PlayStation Plus Classic Games Catalog Editions and does exactly what it says on the tin. This 2000 title is a mix of pinball and the Wacky Worms characters, offering a table sporting 3D LED displayed subgames and parallel objectives, transparent ramps, user controllable moving gadgets, bounce and flip passes, bang backs, death saves, and more. So let's get some comments. General Chaos goes, nice. Didn't get a chance to finish Red Dead Redemption 2 when they moved it. G Police was an underrated game back in the day. And Give goes, I love that game. It's probably my nose tinted nostalgia talking, but I thought it looked amazing back in the day. The game devs made a game called Colony Wars I also liked. And Spiffy87 goes, wake me up when Rockstar decides to finally put out a next gen update for Red Dead Redemption 2. So, were you interested in any of the games that I read about?
I forgot all of them by now. How many games you mentioned so far?
Like 13.
Oh, wow, I don't remember any of it. That's the problem. I haven't played PlayStation like that in a while. I mean, I do have
Well,
my PS2 system, PS3 now, obviously, and hopefully I get the PS5 sooner or later. But
I would
yeah,
just get PS4 unless you're really looking to play Spider-Man 2. Um,
oh, yeah.
but I mean, I gotta say, Red Dead Redemption 2, obviously, it's great. I did buy that, so I do own it digitally. Um, I gotta say, I'm surprised that they released 2 Extreme. They should have just went this with the sequel, 3 Extreme, if 2 Extreme was so bad. And
What is too extreme?
3 Extreme was basically a racing game of skateboarding, bicycles, and rollerblading. You could do any one, but those races all race together. So it's like smorgasbord of races. And you could also do tricks like jump over trains or jump off ramps. So it like added that trick racing. Like you still had to come in first, but you also had to pull off tricks when you had the opportunity.
Oh,
And you could also punch players off their off. You could punch players as you pass by them.
it's like some over 1990s Saturday TV shows.
Well, it was a play. It was a play. Original PlayStation game, one I owned a long time ago. Um,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so
Yeah.
So if it was a skateboarding, biking, and it's kind of like Road Rash, except you didn't have to be on a bike at all. You could be rollerblading or skateboarding, and instead of using chains or two by fours to attack people, you just punched them as you went by them.
Okay. Because
And
if I remember correctly, back in the 1980s, early 2000s, every Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning or afternoon, they have like these biathlons or these tri extreme type of sports shows going on. So it's kind of interesting.
I gotta say, G Police sounds really interesting. At least for I don't know if how easy the helicopter flying would be, but G Police seemed interesting too. I usually don't care for flying games, so
Hmm.
that's the one
It's
where you're
helicopter
that's the
based.
one where you're a helicopter pilot.
Oh, it's like Thunderstrike, Operation Phoenix for
Yeah,
PS2. Because I have a copy of that game for Thunderstrike for years now.